Moving on, though, a fight that I think we can all agree is fantastic, and a fight that should all just, again, these are one of those fights that we should just pray to the MMA gods does not get taken away from us. Brian Ortega versus Korean Zombie in South Korea. Oh my God. This is so good. Like, I honestly, the UFC fuck-ups are numerous and consistent, but this is not one of them. This is a fantastic matchup. This is a fantastic location for the fight. I am just thoroughly entertained by this matchup and, again, the particulars of it. The fact that it's in South Korea. I love when Korean Zombie fights in South Korea. And again, anytime a fighter, especially if in the U.S. mindset, a foreign fighter fights in their home market, I always love that. To me, as a U.S. fan, I like that, actually. I like seeing Japanese fighters fight in Japan. I like seeing UK fighters fight in the UK. I like seeing Russian fighters fight in Russia. I do like seeing these things. Yair Rodriguez fighting in Mexico. Like, those things are smart promoting. And this is just, again, a 10 out of 10 for the UFC in terms of matchmaking here. I'm not even going to give a prediction at this point because it's just too good. And Korean Zombie in his last fight looked really, really good coming off the loss to Yair Rodriguez. Brian Ortega has a long layoff and a significant loss to Max Holloway to come back from. It's hard to predict this fight right now. I mean, wait and do more tape study on it. But Fu, thoughts on just the matchup itself, the location, everything. Your thoughts on Brian Ortega versus Korean Zombie.
Yeah, it's ballsy of Ortega. He had that loss to Holloway, and then he's going to go to South Korea and fight Korean Zombie. What a guy! I mean, that's
making LA proud, making LA proud, Ortega.
Yeah, but I mean, no predictions yet. I guess we'll get closer to the event. It's a ways off, like 2 months off or so. But Volkan Ozdemir is going to be on there as well.
Mm-hmm.
So, that'll be a good event. I like Ortega a lot. I think he's good for the sport. I think people back to the outrage kind of culture. People were upset at him for some video that posted of him calling Stevens a puto or whatever. People just get upset about everything. It's like he just seemed like he was having fun at the fight and being silly, but seems like a good dude every time he's ever been in an interview, anytime he's ever been around. So I'm excited for this. It's gonna be a really good one, and it's not a pay-per-view. So,
and plus, if you haven't seen, and I'm guessing you haven't seen this film because you're a casual, right?
Yes.
I've been a Korean Zombie mark, a fanboy, a stan since he fought Leonard Garcia in their first fight in the WEC back in the day. Okay, not the UFC, the WEC, the blue cage. I missed that blue cage. People like Jose Aldo and Uriah Faber and Dominic Cruz all got their start was the WEC. But go check out that fight if you haven't yet. It's on probably Fight Pass or probably at this point in time you can probably find it on YouTube or like Daily Motion. But go check out Korean Zombie versus Leonard Garcia 1 in the WEC. It is violence incarnate. It is no technique whatsoever, but it is violent. And another fight, I think it was either Dustin Poirier's first fight or Korean Zombie's first fight in the UFC. But they main evented a UFC Fight Night on like the Versus channel way back in the day, right? And Dustin Poirier and Korean Zombie fought, and it was a thing of beauty. And again, this is Dustin Poirier at like 20 years old. Korean Zombie's at like 24 years old. These are young guys just getting their start, and it is a slugfest. The scrambles, the submission attempts. Ah, God, Korean Zombie. And plus, he had the best MMA shirt of all time. If you don't know what that shirt is, look up the Korean Zombie t-shirt. It is the best graphic design in all of combat sports history. And plus, he walks out to cranberries, and that's like going to make me happy anytime because the cranberries are awesome. So, digress from that, though.